So we're here with the sports therapist for the Barbados under20 men's national football team, Mr. Johann Lashley, and he's actually doing some treatment on Barbados's centre defender, Mr. Tyreek Bailey Edwards. Johann, first of all, thank you so much for having you on this special interview.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Just start by introducing yourself, Johann. Just tell us a little bit about you.
Alright, well, as you just said, I am Johann Lashley and I'm the sports therapist for the Barbados under20 men's national football team. My responsibility is to basically look after the guys. So that is prevent injuries, which is a match preparation. So like strapping the ankles of the players, massages, the warm up, the stretches of the players, and then also assess any injuries that may have occurred during the games and any rehabilitation, any recovery that they may necessarily need to ensure that they're prepared for the next match and to ensure full recovery for any knocks or any injuries that may have sustained during the game.
How important is your role with the under20 national football team?
Well, I think every role in a team management or a team setting is important, but I would say mine is very important because if we don't have fit players, then they're not eligible to play, and therefore if you don't have enough players fit for the game, therefore then you wouldn't have players for the game. So I think that my role is very important. And also guys want to know that their body is ready and feeling good enough for the game itself, and that they can last the 90 minutes or however long they're on the field for, whether it's running, tackling, sprinting, shooting. They want to ensure that their body can last the game and withstand whatever happens during the game.
How difficult is it? Because I suspect that you have to treat and attend to about 15 to 18 players. How hard is the job?
It's pretty difficult, not going to lie, but it's an enjoyable one. One that I enjoy the challenge. Because each player is different. You have to know their various personalities, you have to know their various injuries, what they need, and the positions they play. Because a midfielder's hand or wrist injury may not stop them from playing a game, but a wrist injury to a goalkeeper is a very significant injury for him. So you just have to adapt to each situation and know how to adjust and deal with each player based on their injury, their positions, and stuff like that.
Okay, you are also required to be at every match and
Yes.
every training session.
Yes.
What is the difference in your work in terms of a normal training session or practice in comparison to on game day?
Well, they're similar, being that they're still required to deal with the players, any injuries, because the same injuries that can happen in a game can happen at a practice session, and it has happened in the past. So it's similar. It's just now in the game. Now you're in a game setting, so you're thinking, can this player continue with the injury? Can this player continue playing the game? Do I need to substitute this player? What is needed for this player at that particular point in time? So that's the only real difference. But with my training, because I did my master's at Leeds Becker University, and a part of the program was sports trauma, dealing with injuries on the field at that point in time and assessing the injury, seeing what is needed, and then determining what course of action should be taken.
In my observation, Johann, your eyes are always fixed on the proceedings in the match. What exactly, as a sports therapist, are you looking for during the 90?
So while person's eyes may be glued on the ball where the ball is traveling, I am constantly scanning the entire pitch, looking at all 11 of my players, ensuring that everyone is fit, everyone is fine. There are no injuries off the ball, no incidents that occurred off the ball, or even if something happens on the ball and the person falls down, I have to ensure that they get back up, they're fine, they're able to continue the game. So I'm usually just scanning the entire field, ensuring that all 11 players are fine, there are no injuries or anything like that. And I also check the players who are warming up as well, because oftentimes a player may be warming up and may get a little knock or a little injury while warming up. So I also have to check the subs, or as we in this team we call them the finishers, we don't call them subs. We check to see if they're good as well.
What is going through your mind as you race onto the pitch? The referee signals for you to come on. What is going through your mind during that point?
Well, usually I already saw the tackle or what may have happened before. So usually I have some sense of idea what has already occurred. It is just to figure out what is the pain level like, what is the player experiencing, how the player feels, and stuff like that. So if it's I see a player holding an ankle or the tackle holding their ankle, okay, what could possibly have gone wrong with the ankle? What is the player feeling? How are they feeling? Can they continue? What time in the game it is, etc., etc. Because oftentimes, if I run onto the field for a player, they have to come off on the sidelines before re-entering the game. They can't continue playing the game unless they're goalkeeper. Only the goalkeeper can come on, and he doesn't have to leave the field. So oftentimes I'm thinking, okay, what's going on, and how best can I help?